Have this little Fiesta in for a cage. The cage in this is fairly basic. It's just your basic 6-point welding cage, one diagonal bar and a harness bar. The main difference with this is where the front of the cage goes. It's actually going to be right in behind the dash. So the dash is going to go back into this car. The dash comes out through about here somewhere. So when you're in this car, it's going to be really easy to get in and out because the door bars are nice and low. So if you're endurance racing or anything like that, there's going to be no bar catching your leg when you're jumping in and out. The main reason the bars are down so low is actually because it's so tight to the shell going in here that I can't actually put this bar up any higher. It has to go there. But it's handy for getting in and out as well. Back of the cage is pretty normal. That's more or less the standard type of cage. You can add extras, like have an extra bar going up, making an X on the back. The seat has fully custom side rails as well. Originally it was going to fit the FIA tubes in for the standard side mount rails to bolt onto. So that would have been bolted on somewhere like that. But to get this seat where the customer wanted it and to fit these FIA bars in, the 35mm bars, I was probably going to have to cut all this section out, take all this out, because realistically that's where I wanted that bar. So, which could be done, no problem. And then the rear bar, that's going to have to be welded on here and across to here. There's actually not that much of a little tunnel in these. So it was going to be tight to get all the brackets on. I was probably going to have to come up and over, make custom brackets to bolt onto the tunnel here. Which could have been done, that would have been fine. I could have just custom made the ends of them, took all this out and fit the bars in, and then fit standard side rails on top of it. But what I decided to do was just make custom side rails that bolt directly to the original mounts on the car. So this is the original mount here, another one here, you have two there and one here. That's where the original seat would have bolted, so we've just made side mounts that bolt to that. There's loads of adjustment on them. You can go forward, back, up and down, and actually move the seat left and right as well. It's more important when you're putting the FIA ones in that you get the seating position perfect, because the standard side rails don't give you very much room once they're bolted in. There's a little bit more flexibility with these because they're full custom. I can move them sort of any way I want, but there's an awful lot of work in making them. So the only really upside to going to all this work to make custom side rails is I didn't have to modify the shell, so the shell's completely standard, nothing's modified, and they're probably a little bit lighter because I don't have to weld these two big bars in. The whole set was probably a little bit lower as well. I don't have the seat mounted as low as it can go, but I think that's probably a good